What laptop? The blue one? Yeah. The one I use for school in my car. Really? Yeah. Uh-huh. Huh?
We are about 15 or so miles northwest to world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's week 4,
and we know it should be a great one here. In my Kansas City Chiefs. That's the laptop that I was doing. Well, I mean, I use it for school when I do my schoolwork at the house. Okay.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
It wasn't no purpose.
Cup 19, Cup 19, go.
To throw, it's Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throw on the run, but that's going to be
what that Tuck Dad be saying now?
And you think back to the success
of
the football in the win last week.
No.
He's going to come out throwing here, but that time they couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Milton. There's a diving catch.
First down. First and 10.
Throwing is Milton. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Lucas Van Ness. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Milton now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Backfield empty here. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. 65 catch, 65 catch.
Here's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. In motion, the tight end. First carry now for David Montgomery. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
11. On the quick, right? 118. That's it. Look the hot. Hey.
And Stroud now to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that went off the mark, a little late with a throw.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's another Dolphins first down.
To throw is Milton. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown.
Drake London, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point by Carlson up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They've got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Buffalo 18.
Milton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. The Dolphins at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And we'll take this one down to about the 40. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And less than a yard.
On 4th down, Milton. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Off play action. Milton under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Okay, break.
Back to throw. Milton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Speed left, speed left. 19 Texas.
Here's Stroud. Got an open man. It's David Njoku, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Stroud sets up the play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Stroud. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. 23 yards to pick up there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36.
Look the hot, look the hot. Hey, Uno Mars.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
You do it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. They'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this route upfield across the 45.
And a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
Taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He is putting on a show in this 2nd quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down.
Oh, my goodness.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Me?
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Look at hop. 18. That's right.
Throwing now is Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
They say confidence is king.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Buffalo 18. Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep for Walker. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line. Judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Buffalo 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
You say you like take it.
They wanna brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go
you
for
just
it
have
on
all his
4th.
rings for what's not?
Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
You right.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready,
Now Milton. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? That goes for a gain of 31. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Throwing is Milton. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 19.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Able to take this one out to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
A gain of 5. And a first down, Chiefs.
Play action. Here's Stroud. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Get your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence the big plays are out there.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Stroud.
First down.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense
They
can't
weren't trying to
penetrate
tell you that.
and make him slow his pace or change
I
direction,
said they weren't trying to
that's
tell
all
you.
in the end result.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
Out, what's that? White Tony, on 18. What's that?
And Stroud now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was 15 minutes away. It's only 15 minutes.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Yeah. From where I got to go.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that
You
makes
think
it
like
a
20 minutes
17-10 score.
Dolphins 10.
And then, you know, you at the top of that unit too.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard.
No, this is. Come on now. Babe, hold on real quick. Yo. Oh, no, you good, man. Do your thing. I ain't talking. Oh, I mean, I think it lasts until we press until one of us back out. Uh, I got you, man. I ain't worried about it, dog. You get bailed out right now. That's right here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna whoop your ass. I said, yeah, I was gonna whoop your ass. Mm-hmm. Nah, for real. I said nah for real. What you mean? Go on, say what you were finna say. Finish it. Yeah. Okay. Mhm. No, I did not. How? He still being him? And I said, I love you. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. She got the tea. What's the tea? Oh, boy, she got that bug. I forgot some strawberry in there somewhere. Ooh, that ain't bad either. Man, let me tell you about Kaya. Kaya. Uh, apparently she put crayons in the dirty clothes. Well, I got yeah. What the? Yeah, server, why don't you? Nah, look. I got boxes that got crayon color on. Hopefully, ain't got nothing else with it on there. Cause I'm gonna put on the corner. And say I would dance for money. No, no. 'Cause, I would girl love to dance. No, do my baby like that. Heck no.
Line. 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. and start matching them point for point. But it's still too...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Barely.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fighting through at the 25. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And off comes to Montgomery. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Well, this game's ripe for the taking in that run. I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Milton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Pierce, 46 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now picked up by Johnny Barron. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Milton. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Milton. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Mustang 19.
Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering to the field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Credit Yaya Diaby with his stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 134 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
That's a lot of hard work.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, south.
Uno.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Take your points, man. You're cut now.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
What's wrong with this, man?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Oh. What's up? Look the hot.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete.
I told you should take your points, bro. You have to take your points.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Here we go. 60 each. Dragon 60. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Get it. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcats. 6. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series.
Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st and goal. Stroud keeps it. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You better run step, but it's not enough.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on. Set. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. That's caught by Pitts. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
They'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He'll look to throw. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Viking, check. Ready.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. They juked him. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
All game, Rock.
Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.